Okay, hello, folks. Hello, late night box
Late
office
night
hang.
hang. Yeah.
We're we're doing it. As it turns out, the we're normally your Monday morning box office quarterbacks, but Monday morning we have some irreconcilable conflicts.
We got big
Uh,
event, Richard. Yeah, we cannot we have good reason. I will say we have good reason for not doing it tomorrow, Richard.
we could have been your Tuesday morning box office quarterbacks, but we decided to just make it. Late night. The Emmys just ended, and
Richard, the studio won. The Hollywood show won, Richard. Are you stunned by this or
they won for their mention of the Ankler. That was
that's exactly. See, let that be a lesson to all you shows out there. If you want to mention the
yeah.
Ankler, Tim Cook looks I'll tell you, Tim Cook looked really excited, Richard. Huge smile on his face when he got the shot out. So I will say,
I mean, that man loves an award show.
he really, I think he really does. I think he really
No,
actually does.
there's no question about it.
Yeah.
The Yeah, I got the inoculation against Oscar fever or Emmy fever, and
Yes.
it vaccines work. I got through the weekend without
Nary thought about the Emmys, Richard. Yeah.
uh Avery C. Hamilton says Andor and the Penguin won, and then
Uh,
let's go. I don't know
okay.
where go where.
We're going to the box office, Richard. It's still a movie, but it's a big, big movie weekend. So, we have
All
a
right,
lot to
yeah,
talk about, actually.
let's get on to that. We have we actually had things happen at the box office, unexpected things, and all kinds of surprises there. So we start with so anime is the future.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
That there is that I mean we've had a couple anime hits, or not anime, but the because the K-pop Demon Hunter was not anime,
Not
but
anime film, right? Right.
which my son has corrected me many times on that. Even most of the things that are classed as anime are not actually anime. It's Anime is a very specific style of Japanese animation, and most of the things that fall that are on Crunchyroll, he says are not even anime.
Okay. I'm
And it's
not diving into that ticking time bomb of conversation, but I'll take his word
yeah,
for it. Yeah. This
yeah.
decidedly is, though. So this can be called anime. So that is very true. And it's 70 million bucks. This is Crunchyroll, it's a Sony property there. The track, we're going to this weekend, Richard. The low side was kind of 30, $40 million. The kind of vague optimists were maybe 50. And then the people some people I trust in the business were telling me, now it's the $70 million opening weekend. And I was like, all right, listen, I trust their judgment on that. And lo and behold, again, another surprise 2 weeks in a row here, Richard, for a month that was looking iffy. I'll say, at the end of August there. Not bad. It's again not going to quite hit last
Yeah,
year, but we'll take it.
imagine if you were actually programming for these audiences. For um, yeah, I mean, my takeaway is we just keep having these sort of outliers. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
so many outliers that keep popping up. The Jaws re-release, the Hamilton re-release. It's
No,
the
yeah,
uh,
we can get
that
into that in a second, but yeah.
um, that we I feel like what is it that Woody Allen thing about what that is saying is like you're at some restaurant and he said the food here is horrible. Yeah, and the portions are so small. Like that's kind of the state of movie releasing. Oh, though it's just there's so little of it, and what there is just so much familiar and common, and the audience is just saying, "Give us anything that doesn't look like that. That doesn't look
Yeah,
like
that's
one more action comedy tentpole part 15." Like
mm. Yeah, I mean, it's also, back to you mentioned the event factor. So again, K-pop was an event. This Crunchyroll is, the Demon Slayer movie from Crunchyroll is this defines an event of like, all right, we're going to come out to see this thing. Conjuring, it could probably fit a few different areas. It became an event. I mean, that was a very large. That was 2x, the size of any previous movie in that. So again, which isn't new, Richard. I mean, this is always, movies have become eventized. It's not a, but as you mentioned many times, it's like, but it's shifting more towards you have to give people a reason to come out of their homes to do something. You gotta take a
Sorry.
pause for a second. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, no,
Okay. No, no
checking in.
worries. So this is becomes that event. So, but as Richard, there's this weekend in his box office, and I broke it down in the wake up tonight with the breakups of it. But it's your point. We had 3 new movies, Richard, from studios. We haven't had
Yeah.
a 3 movie weekend from major studios. I went back to this year. We've had 2 other weekends that have had 3 studio, non like Bleaker or other Neon or, like 3 studio releases. We had Focus with Downton Abbey, we had Sony Crunchyroll, and we had Lionsgate with The Long Walk. And lo and
They all
behold,
did. They all did
relatively
kind of
well.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the box office then falls off a cliff. You literally have the 5th movie doing $3.5 million, and it came out 30 years ago. And having Toy Story re-released. And then you had 3 movies, especially your point, Betsy mentioned Hamilton and the re-releases. 3 movies of the top 10 of this weekend were old movies. I mean,
Yeah.
Hamilton's or whatever. As the Sound of
Weapons is
Music,
now 6 weeks back. So
Weapons and Freaky Friday were all the other 2 are in there, and they're 6 weeks old. So there's your problem of like, again, it's back to we mentioned it, but the volume problem could be more solidified in the upside. And then if you put them out there, people are coming out. But if you don't, but from there on, if you don't, you just have this like, what is this business? It's like literally 6-week-old movies or your 6th movie of the week. It's like, it's not, not a great sign. So this weekend's a real study in both of those forces that are going on in the movie theater right now.
I mean, one thing I'll say about these 6-week-old movies that keep raking in a little cash.
Yeah,
I mean,
little. Yeah.
imagine if people thought they weren't going to be able to see those on streaming for 6 or 9 months. Like
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, could be a little bit,
they
more.
I mean, we've trained people that you're going to get that this will be available to you on streaming in just a couple of weeks now. I mean,
Yeah.
at 6 weeks, it's like
Well,
you're really
Weapon just hit
close
Pivot
to
on
it.
Tuesday last week. So yeah,
And
exactly. Yeah,
it still made another
still made $3 million. Yeah, I mean,
dollars
not
here.
bad.
So imagine if it was going to be 6 months until you could see it.
Yeah, and I wish we could again see those Pivot numbers and be like, all right, how much money is actually shifting here? Is it as much as we would think it might be? So a question, but it's also 6 weeks out, Richard. I don't know that you're going to get a big number in week 6, no matter what. On this, I'm a little bit on both sides of that argument, but if Downton Abbey hits it in 2 weeks, then that's a bigger problem to me.
I mean, I don't think the comparison is that, because I don't think you can do the comparison right now because you've taught the people that
I mean,
it will be available. So you have to go to a place where you unlearn
the behavior. Yes, exactly. And Disney, has not been doing those that are doing Fantastic Four is still not on Pivot as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have one studio out there still keeping the old windows. So, but to your point, the behavior is already. It's the new reality, Richard. I know we can debate all you want. It's just the reality of the situation. So that's it. But the volume question that's windows. That's debating if week 6 would have been bigger than week whatever. But the fact that these movies, there's nothing else there's a vacuum here that 6-week-old movie is still, in this chart that high, 2 of them, that, and the other ones are all old movie now that are re-releases, not even new movies. So again, this depth of, lack of depth in the movie is just like, dichotomy here that, again, if you've released a lot of films in a weekend, there's this tells me in 3 different audiences, like, okay, you can still have a weekend here.
I mean, I was looking at some old thing. 3 movies in a weekend was,
I mean,
average.
You go back to 2018, you'd be embarrassed how many weekends that had 3 movies.
A really short number of years ago. Like this wasn't.
This isn't like 2005 or something like that. Yeah, this is literally pre-COVID. So we'll see if we get back to it. I don't know, but
we have a question here from Avery Hamilton. Do
Yeah.
you think AI will have any effect on people streaming versus going to the movie theater? Is AI really powerful
Mm.
enough to shift money being made from streaming versus box office? I I put that in the to be determined.
Certainly. I mean, the question would be, I think, and I hope I get interpreting your question correctly, but will AI become, I'm going to say, another TikTok, which again, people spend time with it, and that's how they're entertained, where they'll just, oh, hey, AI is going to entertain me for a while. I don't have to go to a movie. So that would be where I would say that question. To your point, I don't know if AI is ever going to get to that point, or if it will, or what it's going to look like. So that would be my concern of,
I
is
mean,
that going to become another entertainment vehicle, Richard? But
I would say what always tells me that the theater movies have had so much competition for you know going on 25 years here. I mean, going on
well, you can go back to
eight,
TV
80
if you
years,
want. Exactly. Yeah.
going on 80 years from radio, from
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the cinematic experience, the shared common experience of a film being projected on your big screen, and we come to this place to what is it?
Yes, Richard. Yes.
Uh,
Uh,
the it remains something unique and special that uh, it given the way studios are treated, it deserves to be over by now, but
yeah.
somehow it persists.
Yeah. It's also just a behavior. And again, things over time, people, they want to stay home. No, they want to have communal experiences, and it does still, it's one of the only things that's left to do that you can do anywhere in the country. Like Broadway is great in the theater, and I can go see those, but that's not across the country per se. So like again, you can go to any decent sized city or town or in America and have this experience. So I hope that maintained, but it cannot be taken for granted. And all these things that have been chipping away at it, from 30-minute pre-shows to all these things that just like deter from the experience, or there's no guarantee. You're not guaranteed anything. So to answer your question, an AI could be something, and you have to supply this business in a healthy manner, and I hope that we're getting back to that in the near future. But we will see.
So Downton Abbey, I mean, that's an audience that supposedly doesn't exist anymore.
I was looking at these opening night audiences the demo breakdowns, Richard. And I was like, I haven't seen these numbers in a long time.
I mean, yeah, I mean, older people don't go to the movies anymore. Prestige audiences don't go to the movies in large numbers.
Right. Right.
This is I
This was
declare
that
this
audience. Yeah.
I declare this audience who gave us 18 million this weekend unaudienced or something. But look at that. You programmed for that.
If you build it, they will come, Richard. We'll see if and hopefully this has some legs to it. Again, maybe this is the opening weekend audience, and again, older audiences, reputationally will come out over weeks to come and may not be the Friday night opening. But we'll see if this has a big Tuesday business. I mean, famously discount Tuesday, discount Wednesday. Will this have a good midweek business? We'll see about that. But yeah, again, if you provide these movies for demos, like I'm heartened to see they, still will come out. Where I think that was like, well, these people don't go anymore, and it's like, well, all right, you didn't make a movie for them, so why would they have come out? So if you make a movie for them and they show up, then okay, great. What else can we do to, that are along these lines to create these kind of? But again, this was their event for over 50-year-old, predominantly white audiences. But
No.
yeah, good to see. So
Winter Mitchell asks, "How did The Conjuring do? How did it do? 330, a third of a billion worldwide at this point.
crazy
Uh,
numbers on the
in
global stage. Yeah.
in a week and a half here. So that's
That is more. I went back to check the previous numbers on the previous movies. It's already outgrossed every other film in the franchise except for The Nun, which it'll beat by like Wednesday this week. So within 10 days, this movie has beat every previous film in this franchise, which is in 2025. And it's the fourth edition. Like, is that all the things that would work against this, Richard? Is just like, and again, you and I mentioned this last week. We didn't see the film. We don't know like what the special sauce is on this one. I don't know if there was one. Other than that, it's called Last Rites or something. Maybe it's the last chance to see this. But it wasn't even like, oh, we introduced the Devil's Brother or something. It wasn't
yeah.
like that kind of a thing where So congratulations to New Line and Warner Brothers again for just creating an event here. Well done.
Have we checked in on the comedian who took the Annabelle doll?
That's your department. That is your
The
department to keep
ghosted
track of that guy. I'm not touching that. I don't want anything to do with that bad juju, Richard. That's
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
no,
I'm
thank
just
you.
saying this is
I'm tapping out.
supernatural numbers here.
Maybe it's all
Um,
Annabelle willing this into existence.
The Long Walk, which is about as grim a premise as
It really
that
is.
I can imagine.
I think we saw
Uh,
that. See that at CinemaCon this year, to teaser at CinemaCon this year. I think we did,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
group of
yeah.
teenage
It's
boys, and we're gonna walk you to death.
and a death march to yeah from Stephen King.
And that did okay for.
All right, yeah, on target for what they're expecting. $20 million budget, not breaking the bank on the production there. So yeah, I think they're probably happy with it. I think Lionsgate will be fine with it. Again, not a major hitter phenomenon, but yes, no, I think Mark Hamill and is probably the biggest known name of anybody. Not a star-driven vehicle there either. Or Stephen King, maybe you're arguably your biggest name in that, on the movie there, Richard. So yeah, again, and a different audience, and it's like, all right, and you have something for this audience and this audience, and now the Stephen King crowd. So again, not bad.
Programming
Programming
for the whole
for
world. It's
diverse audiences. Yeah, yeah. So
um. All right, what else is on there? Toy Story re-release took a
yeah, we
treat.
had a bunch of re-releases, and then we had Spinal Tap, which 1.7 billion, not breaking the bank here. So again, I don't fine that they made it. I don't know that anybody was asking for that movie, but
I was, but
oh yeah, did you go see it?
I haven't seen it yet, but
There'd be the problem. Yeah, so that was on about 1900 screen, so pretty wide there. So lesson learned. But again, but also back to revival, old IP, whatever it might be. So
Cat Video Fest.
That's still on there.
25 should cross over to should cross over to 1 million domestic.
Is that right? You tracking that one, Richard? All right,
it's at
good.
982 right now.
Oh man, that just go see it a few more times, Richard. You'll put them over the top. So yeah.
So that
all right. Well, we got more. We got busy weeks coming up. So we got him, which is I'm very curious to see how this does. This is a new kind of football movie coming out.
Sports horror.
Sports horror, a new genre, Richard. We've invented a new horror genre here in 2025. Congratulations to Universal on this one. So we'll see what Damon lands.
Maybe I can pitch a movie about the time they actually let me play on my little league team.
Oh God,
let me off the bench.
That's a Bad News Bears remake. I think that's a
movie,
horror comedy. That's probably where I would put that one. But yeah. Then we got Big Ball Beautiful Journey, which Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell get a little kind of relationship romance there. So another genre that we're seeing out there, different audience that hasn't been served lately. So
Lee Lyons asks, what is him tracking at now? Do we know? Or
the last I saw was late 20s. I haven't seen an update on that yet, but I mean, which is for that movie again. You're going and outside of you, this is the Universal movie. New Line's been the only one hit with horror this year with Final Destination and Conjuring. You can put Sinners in there if you want. I don't personally. But so for them, that would be if they haven't had it. Blumhouse has been kind of doing the 10 to 12 million debuts this year. So if that movie can hit that big, and they've been advertising it in football games and things like that, so that Universal's been spending. So we'll see if that could be, again, I would love another surprise, Richard, if that one did 30 or something next weekend. We'll see. We have the Leo PTA movie coming out the weekend after that, Gabby's Dollhouse, another film, which you could see that one, perhaps exceeding expectations. That's a huge, huge show on Netflix for the kids there. So September, listen, the box office is fighting, Richard. I'll put it that way. There is a drought of they had a problem. They were not well managed, but it's nice to see that it's surprising at least, and not going into a ditch at this point before the Q4 movies. But
what do they say? God, what is it? The quote from Churchill or something? God looks out for children, the mentally ill, and Americans, and the movie studios to that. So
Okay. Well, I'm not sure it's a Woody Allen quote there, but yeah, we'll say. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, all right, we did it. Everybody can go to sleep or
Special
go back
Sunday
to
night
your,
edition. Yes, exactly.
your Emmys parties.
Come back to your Emmy parties. Exactly. Yeah. Congratulations to all the winners out there,
John
of course.
Larroquette. John Larroquette made it 37 in a row tonight. You know that? Best
That's a
comedy
joke
actor.
for people. Yeah, that's a good call back there, Richard. But yeah, how many years did he win? That's funny you mentioned that. I forgot all about that. Yeah, that became something. Jean Smart, I think, is the new John Larroquette. She was in now. I think she's got 4 in a row or something like that for hacks. So she's on a heater there, Richard. So
All
coming
right.
coming from a Larroquette award. Anyway, good to see you on a Sunday night,
Good
sir.
to see you.
Everybody else, thanks for joining. We'll be back the following Monday. We should be back to our normal time. So thanks for
Thanks
coming to
for
hang
coming
on
around to this late night edition.
on a Sunday night. See you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.